everyone, I figured I would come on here and try to do a quick little video of how to laser engrave the trucker caps on the F1 Ultra. So I bought this jig off of Etsy. I don't remember the shop I bought it from, but if you just put F1 Ultra hat jig in the search, I'm sure it'll come up. You put the hat in there, you can see how it's on in the little tabs on each side. And then you kind of have to have it angled up like this. You don't want to angle it, down. You want to keep it angled up. And then we will get our dots lined up here. Okay, so now we are good to go on that part. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull in my image that I'm going to put on this hat. I always edit mine down. I can't stand whenever it has large borders like this. I don't know that you have to do that. It's just something that I do. Okay. And then the settings that I have been working with that seem to be working pretty well for me are right here. About 20% power, only one pass needed. So we're gonna go ahead and get these put in, and you do wanna use blue light. You don't wanna use the fiber. The blue light is gonna be better for this. Just like with the wide brim hats, it's the same thing. We'll keep it in grayscale. We'll do one pass. Bidirectional engraving, and that should do it. Now I'm going to open my background so that I can make sure that I get it a little bit on here. I always do the framing. I try to do the box framing first, just to make sure that it looks like it's straight and even on both sides. And actually I feel like I actually need to make this a little bit bigger. It's kind of not that big. All right, let's see how that looks. And I find it easier just to adjust the hat if I need to adjust the box a little bit versus trying to adjust the design on the computer. To me, it's easier. And then after I feel like the box is good, I'll do the outline too, so that I can make sure that that looks okay as well and looks pretty even. And to me, it does. So now we will process. And I do pull this down if I can, make sure it's not going to hit the hat to move it, which most of the time it's not an issue whenever you're engraving like this. Sometimes whenever you do like bill engravings or kind of to the side engravings, that's when you may not be able to close it all the way, but there we go. This will take about 3 minutes, so I will come back once it's done. Okay, so it is now done, and I did forget that the pink hats actually I think are better at like 15%. because you can see I have a little spot there that is slightly too lasered, but other than that, it worked pretty well. Okay, sorry about that, dropped the hat. So that's the final on it. So yeah, if you're doing a lighter color hat like this, like the pink one, actually honestly this style, it might be better to go down to 15. This style hat here, it's a slightly different material. I actually think it's like a polyester wool blend, and it does need 20%, which I think is the last hat that I ended up doing. And I did not think to change it to 15. I forgot that they differ slightly. But anyway, that's overall how you do it. 15 to 20-ish%, depending on probably more or less what the design is too. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope this video helps. Okay, quick little update for the end of this video. Here's another hat I just did on 15% power. So I just wanted to show you the difference. 15 is definitely the way to go on these hats. And also something that I thought about afterwards as well is it's actually better to put the dots centered on like a lower portion of the hat down here. That way, whenever the hat gets to like over here on this side, it doesn't get, it doesn't lessen the power and it stays even. So keep that in mind. And basically is what I did there is whenever I had it on here, I just kind of turned it to the side to where the dots would be around there. And then I put my card here and centered it on that part of the hat. So I wanted to add that little quick information. Again, thanks for watching.